A man was about to die, but his biggest concern was his dog. The world was ending, yet he wanted his dog to survive somehow. That's why he built a robot. He programmed it with all the care and instructions for the dog, and gave it a clear command: if Finch leaves, the first priority is to protect the dog. Only one thing remained: giving eyes to the robot. He looked at the robot, then toward the dog. The dog got excited, thinking maybe they were going out to fetch supplies again, but in the next moment the man moved the cameras from his own eyes and installed them in the robot. Luckily, there was one extra camera, so now the dog had a one-eyed robot companion to escape the harsh sun. Finch began heading towards San Francisco, but soon a dangerous storm appeared ahead. Finch sped up in his vehicle before the storm hit. Jeff leaped from the vehicle and drove steel spikes into the ground for Finch to anchor the car, but when it came to the last spike, Finch's strength failed. Somehow he managed to get back into the vehicle. Soon the car started shaking. 3 steel cables snapped one by one. Only the last spike remained, saving his life. The storm passed, but one tire was damaged. The good news: Jeff had an extra tire. The problem: Finch didn't have a jack. Just as Finch was about to give up, Jeff used his strength and lifted the car himself. Then jokingly he asked Finch if it felt heavy. With Jeff's help, the tire was changed quickly and the journey resumed. But Finch's health was deteriorating, so they decided to stop. He told Jeff, "Don't do anything." The robot said yes. As Finch stepped out, Jeff sat in the driver's seat pretending to drive. But something unexpected happened. Finch heard a sound and ran outside. What he saw was Jeff playing around. The robot had lied. It seemed as if it had developed its own thinking. Finch realized something was wrong, but tried to remain calm. He asked Jeff to bring his suit. Jeff refused and started driving again. Finch got furious. His condition was critical, and he could no longer control what he had created. Suppressing his anger, Finch extended his hand outside without protection. Within seconds his skin began to burn. He endured the pain deliberately so Jeff would understand that now he had to mature. Finch had created Jeff so that he could take care of the dog. Afterward, hearing Finch's words, Jeff was internally crushed. Throughout the journey, he sat quietly in the back. Finch realized he might have spoken too much, so to lighten the mood he offered to teach Jeff driving. Jeff rejoiced. Next morning a butterfly landed on the glass. Finch was amazed. He slowly reached out, feeling no burning sensation this time. For the first time in years, he felt a little relief in the sunlight. He put on a nice suit, sat in the sun, and ate a carefully preserved canned item. But the peace didn't last long. His coughing up blood returned. Time was running out. Jeff began taking him inside an army facility, but Finch tugged him tightly as if he were his own child. At that moment Jeff was no longer just a machine. He had developed human-like feelings. Shortly after, Finch passed away. But Jeff's mission was not over. 8 hours later, Jeff and the dog reached the Golden Gate Bridge. They paused briefly to fulfill Finch's last wish, then continued on searching for a new place together. For part 2, like and subscribe and visit my channel.